if Dragon Ball Super comes back and they remake the Broly movie into a Broly arc, then the anime is going to be deader than my social life, because that is by far the dumbest decision that they could make, and there would be no point in calling the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie the masterpiece that it was. There's no point in calling it part of the canon, which is what they did call it beforehand. So for those of you guys trying to justify this and say that, okay, well, if they created the Broly arc, then they could add all this other information to the story that was cut out from the original movie, because the original movie had like 70 plus minutes of extra added footage, and then we can roll this all into an arc. Guys, the Battle of Gods arc and the Resurrection of Frieza arc say enough. This won't work.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
I had to get the intro off my chest because I already see a lot of people in Twitter and on the comment section of certain videos trying to justify the fact that they could remake the Broly movie into an arc, and for me that's just a no-go, Chief. There's no way that that is a right way to start off Dragon Ball Super, which would essentially be Dragon Ball Super 2. Now, I'm calling this a leak because this has not been officially confirmed by Toei, by Funimation. No one that is an official representative has come out and confirmed that Dragon Ball Super is coming out in July. With that being said, Geekdom 101 might as well be a goddamn official representative of Dragon Ball Super, because when he says something, it's gonna happen. When he says something, it's the truth. And for all you Geekdom haters, that's not me blowing him off, that's me looking at his goddamn track record. And the video he posted, he states, not in a definitive fashion, he states it more as a very more than likely rumor that Dragon Ball Super is gonna come out in July, and there's a lot of information, background information, that has come out as well from Geekdom 101 and other Dragon Ball YouTubers. So I'm calling this a leak for now, basically, of Dragon Ball Super 2 coming out in July. I know it's not going to be called Dragon Ball Super 2. I'm just calling it that because it's Dragon Ball Super's return after a hiatus. And a lot of people that are on the inside of this are saying that we're going to be getting a confirmation, if not a trailer, at the end of April, which just makes April the best month out of the year because we're also getting Endgame at the end of April, and April's also my birthday month. So once that information gets officially confirmed, I'll say that this is confirmed. But what we know of so far that I'm 100% believing in that is true, even though it's not confirmed, is that they are using the Shintani designs, and that is probably the biggest thing that comes out of this. Because Dragon Ball Super 1, which is the original run, had no official design look, no feel to it. It was whatever we got. Each episode felt different and disconjointed from the previous one and the one after. For an anime as successful and popular as Dragon Ball, it needs a consistent design, and I'm so glad they went with Shintani, because Shintani's designs in Dragon Ball Super Broly are one of the highest things praised from that movie, and it just fits Dragon Ball oh so well. So I'm ecstatic about that. I'm not so ecstatic that this is going to be a weekly anime as opposed to a seasonal anime. At least that's what we're getting right now. And a seasonal anime would be like My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, and a weekly anime would be like, well, Dragon Ball. And the reason I'm not as excited for it, even though I do want to get more Dragon Ball, is that I felt like the original run of Dragon Ball Super 1, lacked a lot of quality in design, in storytelling, and just in overall quality because it was coming out every week. But here's a positive. They've had an extremely long pre-prep period before they even started Dragon Ball Super 2. That means that they have been prepping and trying to make it look and feel as good as they can for this series, which is something that I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball Super 1 did not have, seeing as how we got episodes like episode 5 in the beginning arc. So if they're taking their time and putting all their effort into making this awesome, then I have faith that the weekly run of this is going to be badass, and I cannot wait to see that I'm proven wrong on my own stigma when it came to the original run's weekly episodes. Now, what's the story going to be about? You already know I am extremely against retelling Broly. It did not work the first time. It's not going to work this time because nothing's going to match how awesome the movie was. It's just not. And they called the original movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly, they called that canon. So there's no point in adding more canon to the canon. But from what we're hearing now is that they're going to follow the manga, which is Moro. And I love Moro. I love the new arc for Dragon Ball Super's manga. I'm just hoping that because they're following the manga, that's not gonna ruin Toyotaro's telling of the story. Like, he's not gonna feel rushed or he's gotta chase the anime around like he did in the Tournament of Power. I'm hoping that if anything, he goes his own direction with the Moro story and maybe the anime goes a completely different direction with the Moro story. But if it does follow the Moro story, I'm hoping that there's enough time in between the chapters in the anime that we have enough there for at least a first season and to lessen the fillers that I'm pretty sure this anime series is going to have. I'm just going to tell you guys that there's only one thing that I want from Dragon Ball Super 2, and that is setting up the next Z Fighters. Oob, Marin, Bulla/Bra, I don't remember which one was in the anime at this point in time. Sorry, I worked all weekend and haven't gotten much sleep. Goten, Trunks, hell, throw Dende as a healer into the mix, I don't care. But I want them to be set up. I feel like Goten has so much potential in him to be a really unique character. He's basically a blank slate. I feel like if they really pursued it, they could push him to be a phenomenal protagonist and student to Goku alongside Oob. But again, they're going to be following the manga from what we know. And I feel like right now, Dragon Ball really is scared to push the spotlight off of Goku and Vegeta, which I understand, seeing as how they're the most popular characters and the most recognizable. I mean, the last thing we want is Boruto in Dragon Ball. Anyway, guys, those are my quick thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of this news. What is the one thing you want the most from Dragon Ball Super 2? Let me know in the comment section below. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.